Hello dear students, how are you? Students, you are most welcome in this next video. This is the video series of chapter number 5. In this video, we are going to discuss about the monogenic inheritance. So, it is also known as the inheritance of one gene. Dear students, before discussing it, I want to discuss with you little bit about Mendel. Dear students, you know about Mendel you have also studied in 10th class. So, Mendel was the scientist and he was the monk, Austrian monk in a church, and he experimented number of the plants. So the most popular plant of Mendel experiment is pea plant. Earlier the experiment of Mendel, number of the scientists tried to try to find the different conclusions that Mendel have found, but they couldn't reach to that aim. Okay, so dear students, here Mendel performed the experiments on garden pea. This is known as what? The Pisum sativum. Okay, so what experiment Mendel have performed on pea plant and what character Mendel have selected, you must know because you have studied in 10th class. So little bit I will discuss about it. Okay, so here dear friends, Mendel have selected 7 characters or 7 pair of contrasting trait. What are the 7 characters Mendel chosen for the pea plant? So let's discuss. There are 7 character. First one is what? Plant height. Dear friends, these are the 7 characters, and you know I have told earlier that each character has 1 contrasting trait. So you must know plant height is containing 2 contrasting trait, dwarfness and tallness. Flower color also containing 2 contrasting trait, purple color and white color. Next one is pod position. Pod position में axillary or terminal. Dear students, what is it? Axillary or terminal? Suppose pea pod is formed axillary, means this is the pea pod, it is on the branch, but some pea pods are at the terminal end of main axis. Okay, so that is why this position is known as what? Terminal, and this position is known as the axillary position. Got it? Here pod shape, some pods are like this and some are like this. So dear students, this is the inflated or full pod and this is constricted. There are number of constrictions are found on the pod surface, that is why pod shape are to constricted and inflated or full pod. Okay, pod color, sometimes pods are of yellowish in color and sometimes they are green in color. So these are 2 colors of pod, yellow and green. Seed shape, what are the seed shape? Sometimes seeds are found in the pod, these are rounded seed. Okay, and sometimes seeds are little bit constricted like this. So this is the shape, this is known as wrinkled shape, and this is the shape, this is known as rounded shape. Got it? Seed color, seeds sometimes are green in color, you have also seen, and sometimes yellow is in color. So yellow and green, these are 2 color of what? Seed. So these are 7 characters, and these 7 characters have 7 pair of contrasting traits. Got it? So dear students, now let's discuss about the monogenic inheritance. What is it? You know, I have told that all the plants or all the individuals, they have 1 gene for 1 character. In terminology, I have told you that 1 character is expressed in the regulation of 1 gene. Okay, so 1 gene is responsible for 1 character. Okay, so 1 gene is responsible for 1 character, but here 1 gene has 2 allele and 1 character has 2 contrasting trait. Okay, so 2 alleles are responsible for two contrasting trait. Got it? So we will consider, we are considering only this one single gene. Single gene is responsible for the single character, and in this we are going to study about the single character. Okay? When we study the single character, then we make the cross, cross known as what? Monohybrid cross, I have told you. So when we study one character, then the inheritance of this character, inheritance of the single character is known as monogenic inheritance, because one character is controlling by one gene. The gene will not inherit in next generation, then character will not be appeared in next generation. Got it? So that is why one gene is responsible for one character. So we are studying on the inheritance of one character. That is why the inheritance of one character is known as the monogenic inheritance or inheritance of one gene. Got it? So dear students, let's discuss about what is the experiment on monogenic inheritance of Mendel. So dear friends, factor inheritance. Factor inheritance, let's discuss about the factor. Number of the scientists, they called this factor the pangene, gemule, and the moist vapor. Okay, all the things they were asked about the factor. Okay, but Mendel called it factor, and Mendel explained how this factor is going in next generation from the earlier generation. Okay, so here the Mendel performed the monogenic inheritance in pea plant, Mendel's law. So you know, you have studied in 10th class the law of Mendel. First we are discussing about what? Law of dominance. Law of dominance. So it will prove how is monogenic inheritance going on. Okay, so here dear students, you know, Mendel have taken two plants of pea. One is tall and second one is dwarf pea plant. Okay, and he selected tall pea plant as the male plant and dwarf pea plant as the female plant. And you know, tall and dwarf, these are the contrasting trait of one character. Character is height. So height of pea plant, this is the character, and these are two contrasting traits of this character. Okay, so allelic expression of tall pea plant, this will like this, capital T, and it will like this, small t. So this generation is known as P1 generation. I have told you earlier. So P1 generation means parental generation. These are two pure plants. They will make the cross, or they will participate in cross. So through the Punnett square. Dear students, what is Punnett square? Punnett square, it is the checkerboard. So Punnett given the checkerboard. So in this, number of the squares according to the number of gene. So here dear students, these are the allelic combination of tall plant when they will form the gamete. So at the time of gamete formation, so they will separate, because here this is the diploid plant and these are two set of genes. Okay, so there are two alleles in tall plant. At the time of gametogenesis, meiosis occurs. In meiosis, these two sets will separate and one allele will reach in one gamete. Got it? So here these are two gamete like this. Here also will form two gamete. So like this. So two gametes of this dwarf plant, two gametes of tall plants. This is the checkerboard. There are two gametes of each plant. That is why we made the two column and two rows. Okay, if the number of gametes will increase, also we will increase the column and rows in this checkerboard. Okay, so here horizontally we will put the male, and horizontally we will put the male gamete, and vertically we will put the female gamete. So here male gamete are there. Male gamete, capital T, female gamete, small t. Got it? When we will make the cross, capital T, small t, this is the combination, the probability of the fertilization with male gamete. Okay, so female gamete, small t, it will first probably it will fuse first time here, with this male gamete and second time with this. So these are two probability. Okay. So here we have written this capital T small t, capital T small t. So in F1 generation, this is the generation we are getting the plant in this. So this is F1 generation. Got it? So this is F1 generation. In F1 generation, all the plants are capital T small t, capital T small t. These are the allelic combination of these plants, and physically they will express. How they will express? These are all hybrid tall. Hybrid tall. Got it? So all are hybrid tall. Got it? So dear students, all are hybrid tall in F1 generation, and the physical appearance is tall, not dwarf. So here we are being able to see that here tall character of one parent and dwarf character of another parent. These are two pure parent. They will cross, and these character gets mixed, or these alleles get mixed. You are looking here capital T small t, the 50% participation of allele of each parent. So capital T small t, but the physical expression or the phenotypic expression, it is only tall. It is only tall. This is dwarf, but the combination is only tall. The genetic constitution is capital T small t. In allelic combination, the 50% alleles are participating, but the physically expression is tall. So this is proving that when we will cross two parents, two pure parents, then in F1 generation their characters, their alleles gets mixed, and only the single parental character is appeared in F1 generation. The character of which parent is appeared in F1 generation, this parent is known as what? This is dominant parent. Dominant parent. Okay. So this is dominant, and of which the character is hidden, because dwarf is not showing here. So this is hidden. This is known as what? Recessive character. Got it? So recessive character, dominant character. So dominant parent is this and recessive parent is this. But dear students, one more thing I want to tell you, the character which is showing in F1 generation, this is dominant character, and due to which allele this character is showing, this is what? This is dominant allele. Got it? So this is dominant allele because it is representing or it is exhibiting its character, but this one it is recessive allele because it is not exhibiting or it is unable to exhibit its character or traits. That is why this is the recessive allele. So this is dominant allele and this is recessive allele. Got it? Dear students, this is the monohybrid cross and we are studying the inheritance of one gene. How it is satisfying this monogenic inheritance or inheritance of one gene. You know, one character we are studying. Height is one character and height has the two contrasting trait, and this is passing. These two contrasting traits are passing in next generation, in F1 generation. So that is why only one character it is passing in F1 generation and we are studying only one character. So that is why the responsible gene of height, it is passing in next generation. That is why this inheritance is monogenic inheritance or inheritance of one gene. Got it? One more thing, many times the question is asked that what is the phenotypic and genotypic ratio of monohybrid cross. Monohybrid cross, it is also I have told in earlier classes. Dear students, this is tall and dwarf. Got it? Tall and dwarf. So this is the cross, this is known as the monohybrid cross. Mono means single, hybrid means the combination of two parents. Okay, so here you are looking hybrid tall. This is the hybrid of single hybrid is formed, or we can say this is the hybrid of single character. Okay, the hybrid of single character is formed in this cross. That is why this cross is known as what? Monohybrid cross. Okay, so let's discuss. We will exceed this cross till F2 generation. So suppose these are the member of F1 generation. So F1 generation member, F1 generation. Okay. So we are putting this is and this. Okay. So we are seeming it as male and next one is female, and these two are hybrid tall. Hybrid tall. Got it? So these two are hybrid tall of F1 generation member, and we are making the self cross between these member. Okay, so we are making the self cross between these. So suppose the gametes will form gametes. So gamete will form capital T, small t of this parent, okay, male gametes, and here gametes will form capital T, small t of female parent, okay. So these are 4 gametes, 2 of male and 2 of female. So let's draw the checkerboard. So 2 column and 2 rows due to the number of 2 gametes only in single parent. So here we are putting the male gamete, capital T, small t, and here we are putting that female gamete, capital T, small t. Okay. Now let's make the combination of these 2 gametes or 2 alleles. Okay. So the first it will fuse, probably it will fuse with this one. So capital T, capital T, capital T, small t. So here capital T, small t, small t, small t. Dear students, you are looking here. This is different from F1 generation. We are looking here in F1 generation all are hybrid tall, but in F2 generation, because this is F2 generation, so here in F2 generation this is different. The combination of allele, this is different from F1 generation. So what is the combination? This is the pure tall. So we are writing here pure tall, this one is pure tall, and hybrid tall, 2 hybrid tall, 2 multiply by capital T, small t. I am writing like this, okay. So 2 are hybrid tall, and next one is dwarf. So how many are dwarf? Dwarf are only 1. So dear students, you know, if we will observe it physically or we will observe it phenotypically, then we will get that only 3. So only 3 means these 3, okay. So these 3 are tall, got it. So these 3 are tall. So phenotypic ratio, type of monohybrid cross, 3 tall, and this is remaining one is dwarf. So that is why phenotypic ratio is 3:1. And genotypic ratio, you are looking here, genotypically we will see that hybrid tall, how many hybrid tall are here? These are 2 hybrid tall, and 1 is pure tall and 1 is dwarf. So genotype is 1 is pure tall, 1:, 2 are hybrid tall, 2:, and 1 is dwarf. So this is the ratio 1:2:1. Got it? So must remember the phenotypic and genotypic ratio of monohybrid cross. Got it? So this is the law of dominance. It is proving that only one character is or one trait is appearing in F1 generation. This trait is known as the dominant trait, and another trait it is hidden. So this is known as the recessive trait. So dominance is showing in F1 generation. That is why this law is known as law of dominance. Got it?